Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, today is Thursday, January 22nd. Right now the time is 9:54 a.m. So anybody watching this video, this is the time. It's still early in the morning. I am going to do some readings for you guys when it comes to the golden future and also angel guide messages. Okay, so let's jump right into it, what you guys might need to know for today. Okay, so Spirit, when it comes to the golden future, what does the collective need to know at this time? What messages could they take away from this video for today, for January 22nd? What does the collective need to know for today, for January 22nd, when it comes to the golden future? What do they need to know when it comes to their future? Or what signs and synchronicities can help us when it comes to our future as a collective? What do we need to know at this time for January 22nd? Thank you. All right, guys, so education, okay? For some of you guys, expanding your right brain creativity could be very significant. Now, some of you guys could be learning something new, or when it comes to your creativity, maybe you guys are doing different things. Now, this could be anything, guys. This could be learning a new language. This could be learning a new art. This could be you, learning music, okay? Whatever it is that you guys feel fulfilled to do, there's something about fulfilling that prophecy, okay? So education could be very significant. The number 5 could resonate for some of you guys. Like I said, you guys could be learning something new, or there's something about embracing something new when it comes to education, or, learning different cultures or different things, especially when it comes to the energies that are around us, okay? So psychic gifts are very significant. Some of you guys are needing to learn to trust your psychic gifts, okay, when it comes to your creativity. Some of you guys are messengers, or you guys are divinely guided to be messengers when it comes to spirituality, okay? The number 16 talks about spiritual lessons, breaking illusions, and also when it comes to sudden realizations. Some of you guys could have had a realization just recently, like whether this is when the new moon happened or just literally recently, that you guys could have went through a breakthrough, okay? So community life wanted to show up, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to embracing the 5th dimensional society, some of you guys are embracing your 5D light, okay, energy. So for some of you guys, this is about yoga, okay? Some of you guys could be, like I said, into music. When it comes to community, divinely guided to come towards people who are similar to you, okay? Shamanism, things like that, okay? Being creative and stepping into that creativity with no judgment, or without any feeling of feeling judged, okay? So if you guys are around people in your community, there's something about connecting with people in your community who like the same things you like, or do similar things that you do, or there's something about bonding with people like you. So if we're talking about releasing and letting go people that don't serve us, meaning people from the past that do not provide any beneficial, anything to us, okay? There's something about you guys releasing the past. So this could be family, this could be friends, this could be anybody. Releasing the past so that you can move forward, okay? When it comes to community, okay? World peace and corporation. So there's something about choose harmlessness and teamwork, okay? So for some of you guys, when it comes to teamwork, okay, when it comes to the 5D, you guys are connecting, like I said, with other people that are like-minded like you, okay? So if you're dealing with people who are ignorant, okay, or they want to stay in this ignorance where, because they're the whatever energy they're in, okay, even if it's someone who has like authority, or they think that they have authority over the collective, there's something about you choosing harmlessness. So you could react to certain things and you could show people how you get down, but you would rather just protect yourself and protect your energy than to stoop into their level. Okay, so again, when it comes to you choosing peace, some of you guys you would rather choose peace than to choose chaos, because you know as the collective how you can get. Okay, so anybody in the collective that knows their anger, or knows their, frustration, and how their mouth can get reckless, some of you guys are just better off staying quiet, and minding your business. As much as it feels like you want to say something to certain people, don't give them that energy. Don't give them that, okay? They want you to say something and they want you to feel like this in this energy, okay? And some of you guys are learning to just be a team player, keep quiet and move forward, because when the time for you to leave that energy or to leave that environment, that situation, whatever the case is, when it is your time to leave, nobody can say anything to you because you had every right to go. Okay? You have every right to leave. You have every right to not be in an environment that doesn't protect you, but not only that, doesn't respect what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, the universe sees what you guys are trying to build and create, but people around you in your energy who feel as though it's okay to do the things that they do and they feel like it's warranted, especially if it's a masculine energy. Okay, don't get me wrong, divine feminines, there are feminine energies that are very shady, but there are also masculine energies that are shady as well. Okay, they know that they have a lot of authority and some of them abuse that authority. And same with feminines, okay? Whether this is a mother, a father, a guardian, a cousin, a brother, whoever it is, okay? You guys are dealing with people who, they don't understand why you are the way that you are, but they're very quick to make judgment. Okay, these same people who are quick to judge you and not understand the path that you're on and not understand what it is that you're doing or why you're doing the things that you're doing, it's very interesting to see that those are the same people who will judge you first when you never judge them. But they're quick to judge you and cast, judgment and say a lot of things about you that they don't even know. Okay, so it says Illuminate Masters, okay? Be a spreader of love. So like I said, when it comes to being peaceful, okay, instead of you shedding negative energy, okay, even when it comes to people who don't deserve it either, okay? Like I said, when it comes to your energy, you know who you can cuss out. You know who you can lay down to the ground, okay? Okay? But you would rather show love. Okay, even if that person doesn't deserve it, you would rather stay quiet and move forward than to even open up your mouth and waste your time and energy. So you would rather go into spaces where it is more loving or spaces where you can actually be authentic when it comes to your love, okay, and not feel weird. Okay, a lot of times people don't realize this, but just because you grew up in a certain environment and maybe you weren't loved properly does not mean that you become an adult and you treat people a certain way because of your traumas. Okay, somebody could be in a household that they've never been loved before or they weren't treated properly, and they can still show up in a loving space or a loving energy. So your past and your experience does not make you who you are. Sometimes it builds you, okay, to be the person that you are today, but it doesn't make you who you are. If you live in the hood, if you live in the ghetto, if you may not have the same type of opportunities as other people, that doesn't make you your environment, okay? You are you. Okay, your environment shapes you, okay, but that doesn't mean that because you grew up in a bad household, an abusive household, does that mean that you abuse other people around you? No. It's called common sense, right? So while you guys could be dealing with people who want to spread negativity or, be ignorant or, make unnecessary comments where certain things could be just kept to themselves, okay? Some comments don't need to be said. Certain things could be kept to themselves, and you have people in your energy, you guys, where they have to say something because they think that they're the ish, okay? They think that they're perfect. And like I said, the same people who cast judgment, the same people who think they're perfect are the same ones to open up their mouth and say something to the collective, and they don't know us, okay? They don't know anything about us, right? So yeah, health and healing. Tune into your divine blueprint. Okay, you guys are stepping into your divinity. You guys are stepping into your divine blueprint. Okay, you guys are healing and stepping into this energy where, like I said, you guys are being positive. You guys are being healthy, mentally, physically. Okay, if someone comes into your energy and they doubt themselves or they're not certain about themselves, you don't want that. Because that's their projection, that's their insecurity, that's their version of them. And you don't want that in your energy. You don't want to be around someone who's insecure. Okay. Yeah, people are insecure, but it's one thing to help somebody out of that energy and you can see the growth. And it's another thing to see someone in that energy constantly and learning to walk away and say, you know what, this is not for me. I mean, y'all can entertain it, but I'm not going to entertain this anymore. Okay, so learning to have boundaries in space could be very significant for the collective when it comes to you guys focusing on what it is that matters to you. Okay, tapping into your spiritual gifts and helping your community is what's important to you right now. Not what's going on with the politics, celebrities, okay? People being low vibrational in your energy, people gossiping about, oh, what's Susie doing? Or did you hear about Susie? None of that, okay? You guys are focusing on what it is that you're supposed to focus on, okay? So yeah, sexuality, express pure love, okay? So when it comes to your sexuality and expressing yourself, now this doesn't have to be, like I said, physically. This could be sensual, okay? Expressing yourself sensually could be very significant, especially when it comes to completion of self, okay? You guys are learning to, when it comes to yourself, the Phoenix energy is also significant when it comes to empowerment, purpose. Also illuminated rebirth, and then you have illumined masters, okay? Crystalline light body, build your crystalline Merkaba, okay? So there's something about you guys building your own divination. For some of you guys, when it comes to building, this is about you guys building your own community, your own connections, and also when it comes to you connecting to higher source, okay? Like I said, releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you so that you guys can come together. So this could be about divination or tarot or oracle readings, okay? Just being able to come together as a collective to help the community when it comes to healing and growth, okay, and prosperity. Yeah, unicorns. Okay, spreading your light. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the population. Okay, seizing your opportunities could be very significant, especially when it comes to work satisfaction. So whatever satisfies you when it comes to satisfaction, there's something about you seeking what fulfills you at this time. Even when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to mind control. Okay, there's something about you guys focusing your thoughts. So mind control could be very significant. Could be very significant when it comes to MK Ultra. Okay, and also when it comes to family relationships, okay, for some of you, like I said, when it comes to releasing and letting go, you guys are only stepping into harmonious connections or relationships. And I get it, people from the past, I get that people make mistakes, but especially people who are older than the collective, like say you guys are in your 20s and 30s or your 40s and you're dealing with somebody who's like in their late 60s, 70s, or 80s, there's something about you guys spreading your light and being around people who they want to control everything, okay? They want to control you. They want to control everything because they never had that control with themselves, okay? And sometimes when it comes to older generations, there's something about learning to teach the younger generation what you never got to experience instead of working through jealousy, okay? So some of you guys could be spreading your light about that too when it comes to dealing with people, okay? Sometimes people show up in this energy like, oh, I want to help you. I want to be there for you. And really, those are the same people who don't like you or they don't want to see you, you know, succeed or be successful. They would rather tear you down, okay, because that's all they know. So low vibrational energy is not it for you guys. You guys are moving away from that, tapping into your psychic gifts, okay, connecting to yourself, okay. Surrendering could be very significant at this time. So this could be about moving with the divine, okay? Going with the flow could be very significant when it comes to dealing with people, okay? People, places, and things, right? Manifestations also wanted to show up. Yeah, spiritual growth. Like I said, you guys could have went through some type of spiritual growth and you guys can sense that you guys went through a spiritual growth because the same people in your past are not the same people who are coming with you on this new journey or path that you're on, okay? And it's not to say that you guys are judging anybody, but it's almost like if you can sit there and try to better yourself as an individual, it almost makes you feel like, why can't other people take the time and energy to do that? But instead, people are more focused focusing on what Trump is doing, or what's happening, with politics, or, what celebrities are doing, like why this celebrity doesn't like this celebrity, or why this celebrity was dancing on this. Like, it's so ghetto. I'm sorry, but it's ghetto, okay? Because it's like, it all seems like distractions, okay? It's all distractions from stopping us from focusing on what we really need to focus on, which is the main goal, okay? Which is the purpose. Okay, so for some of us who are aware, we are not going to sit there and talk about what 50 Cent did or what celebrities did. We're not doing that, okay? We're focusing on personal growth, meaning we're focusing on ourselves. Okay. And like I said, when it comes to celebrities and people, if there are people around you who keep talking about the past, or they keep bringing up people that they know that you don't like, or they know that that person has done wrong to you, cut them off. Okay. So even family, some family members could be shocked because you cut them off, because you're no longer tolerating their bad behavior, okay? Even if these are people older than you, you're not tolerating their bad behavior. Some of you guys have a sacred plan, okay, when it comes to this situation. Yeah, raising your vibration is also significant. So you guys are, yeah, compassion. So when it comes to having compassion and raising your vibration, you guys are moving away from people, places, and things that are toxic or negative, so that you guys can move into communities where you're allowed to be your authentic self. And you're allowed to connect when it comes to psychic abilities. Yeah, joy and contentment. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have expect miracles and yes. Okay. And holy love at the bottom of the deck. And then we also have Mother, Father, God. Okay. And forgiveness and understanding. So divine timing is also significant. Okay. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And thank you for watching to the end of this video. I appreciate the support and the love that you guys give to me. Check me out on YouTube, as I post on YouTube as well, the same videos that you guys see on TikTok, but I'm trying to get people to move over there, just in case, because again, like I said, with the things that are happening around the world, I don't know what's going on with social media, so I like to make sure I have my options open. But yeah, if you guys want to check out my website, book a reading, or, just check out my blog, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, and you guys can, check that out in my bio as well. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, and love you guys so much. Bye.